everyone, welcome to our paper preview video for week 10, 2024, which is a blue coupon week, this beautiful Monday afternoon, the second day of September 2024. During the course of this video recording, we have lined up for us our security extra tip as usual. We have that on queue. We also have a pair from our Ninja record that's talking about number 4 pairing number 5, while we have from our right on football fixture 25 pairing numbers 47. So those are the two basic pairs which we have for this video recording, which I expect to put us in winning ways. And if I show you the sequence, I believe you agree that these games are good to go. From our League 2, we have on number 4, Chesterfield hosting Grimsby. On number 4, we have Chesterfield versus Grimsby United. While from the same League 2, on number 5, we have the match between Colchester and Bromley. Colchester versus Bromley. So those are the teams on numbers 4 and 5. Some of us don't know the teams attached to the numbers, so I have to make us know. I will now visit that of number 25 and 47. For number 25, from our Spanish League 2, we have the match between Cordoba and Malaga. Cordoba versus Malaga. That's from our Spanish League 2. On number 47, the match is between Sweden and Estonia. From our World Cup qualifiers, Sweden versus Estonia. So those are the matches on number 47 and 25. Also numbers 4 and 5. With that out of the way now, let's get right into today's presentation. And I will be touching on so many topics, so many things as we move along the way. Like we know, for last week, the result wasn't really favorable to the sequence we portrayed from our videos. So that by the wayside, I think the only one that wanted to make us proud was the cannot draw. We made 6 of them, and number 9 spoiled that one as well. Number 9 picked a draw among the 6 games. But I was glad I did that particular video because some persons wanted to really stake high on numbers 18 and 40 as 2 banker draws from the first video I made. So that was what spawned me to now say, okay, no, let me let other persons who might not have reached out to me be aware of the dangers inherent in those 2 numbers. And some persons were criticizing me via the comment section why I brought up those sequence and as well showed us in a cannot draw series of those 2 games as possible dead games. But now you see the reason why I did that, to save the day. So they say a stitch in time saves 9. I think I was able to save the day. If I thought you wanted to stick on those games, you want to stick high after seeing the 3rd video we made, which is the cannot draw video for last week. So that was what transpired for last week. I think that cleared the air about us making videos like that. You know, when you bring up something and you see that there's danger in that thing, you have to make the public be aware as well to save the day so that they don't, spend much on those particular numbers. And also, I want to say shout out to our channel members here on YouTube. For 2 weeks now, we've not been able to make videos about that particular forum, and we have persons in that quarter that are waiting for videos. So hopefully this week we'll be making a video or 2 for the channel members as well. In case you are not in tune with the channel members, channel membership forum, you can join that for a token to get exclusive content from us at the end of the day. That is a very valuable place to be. And also, I want to say shout out to the brother that gave us a game in our 2nd video to actually try out. But though the game played 2/4, but he gave that game with proof. And I really do like it because, you know, we are encouraging persons, if you have good games like that, to make us know so that we can make the public know. So many persons were interested in that game, and I think they would have stuck on that game, but as Korak could have it, the game played 2/4. But thank you, brother, for reaching out and doing us that favor. We hope next time it will pull through and everybody will smile. Now, that brings us to looking at our Pools Telegraph for this week, 10 now, 2024. This is the back page of our Pools Telegraph. And what column am I talking about? We have the X-ray of bad divisions column. While below that now we have the the X result numbers. Now, I tipped something there. You can see number 40 from the X-ray of bad divisions. And I also tipped number 4 from the X results numbers. What does that tell you? One single number is supposed to be repeated from that spot to the next spot. But now we have number 40 and as well number 4. If you've been following us on this platform, there was a time I made mention of something like this. You can go look up that video. In case you forget the particular video, reach out to us via the comment section. I'll make us know the video. But for now, I would have made us know publicly, but I'm not actually going back to do my research on that. And that particular place was productive. I think it was a pair for us that week. So here we are again now with another ample opportunity to, utilize these games to help ourselves. That's why I'm bringing it our way. So you can go look it up, check the video, and see what happened that week. I think that similar thing is about to occur for this particular week. That brings us to now looking at our secret extra tip for this week. I would have brought us the head-to-head to this particular match now, like I did promise for last week, but I think I have not been able to lay my hands on it before coming on set. So I will tell us the particular number now, and that's talking about number 48 from our World Cup qualifiers, and that's the match between Gibraltar versus Liechtenstein. Gibraltar and Liechtenstein. Whether last season or 2 seasons back, I remember Liechtenstein was the whipping dog in Europe. Almost every other person were beating them right, left, and center. So what does that tell you? That means Gibraltar may have an edge on this particular day since they're at home now, to crush Liechtenstein. But we are seeing that game as either side to win, though, which is you can play it online as 12, either the home team to win or the away team to win. So that's our secret extra tip for this video recording. Now that brings us to looking at the front page of our Pools Telegraph, so we can actually move this video forward. So fast track now to the front page of our Pools Telegraph for this week. You can see some repetition which took place here. We have number 21 now, which is our commentary game 2. It's been repeated from the 2B rating of the top 2 column and transferred to the middle section of your magical games. That is something we have to look into because that repetition is not too common to find. But there's something I'm going to show us now, which is the even week pair we usually use on this platform. We have at this section number 34 and numbers 39. That particular pair, I think, will be productive for this week. I have my reasons for saying that, though I'm not bringing it up on this video, but you can look it up and see you like those games and you can utilize them. That particular 2 games now is expected to give us at least a draw. That's talking about number 34 and numbers 39. So I think that's the much you can actually check from our Pools Telegraph. That brings us to now looking at other papers which we use on this platform, which will be moving next now to the special advanced fixture. Take a look at our special advanced fixture. On the left hand side, we have the 1 to 49 matches on the coupon fixture for the week, where we have our touching specifically on the World Cup qualifiers. On number 32 now we have Croatia versus Poland. That's a very tight match there. While number 33 is Denmark versus Serbia. Those matches are actually balanced. Germany versus Hungary. I think Germany should have a feed day there. On number 35 we have Netherlands versus Bosnia. Netherlands should have their way. While Portugal versus Scotland, I'll give it to Portugal. We have on number 37, Switzerland versus Spain. Wow, that's a cracker right there. Georgia versus Czech Republic on number 38. If Czech were to go by the way they were playing their football in those good old days, then the Czech Republic should, this next 2 will not be bad on that match. Greece versus Finland, I'll give a 1x to Greece. While Republic of Ireland versus England, well, our next 2 there, Ukraine versus Albania, I'll give it to Ukraine, and I'll try to win there. Armenia versus Latvia, I'm looking at Armenia, Latvia. Those are 2 small countries with very few football prowess. Well, that's a balanced match anyway, but I don't know who to give it to. On number 43, we have Bulgaria versus Northern Ireland. Bulgaria, Northern Ireland. I'll give it to Bulgaria, so a 1x should not be a bad option on that particular number 43 now. So number 44, we have Faroe Island versus Northern Macedonia. That one is another very tough one. Don't know who to give it to. Luxembourg versus Belarus. I will say an X2 for that, which is number 45. Slovakia versus Azerbaijan. That's a balanced one. We are from the USSR way back then. Both countries, Slovakia versus Azerbaijan. Well, 1x should not be a bad option on that one. Sweden versus Estonia. I'll give it outright to Sweden. Gibraltar versus Liechtenstein. I'll give it outright to Gibraltar. While Moldova versus Malta, which is number 49. Moldova, Malta. I'll give it outright to Moldova. So those are the World Cup qualifiers right there from numbers 32 to number 49. I've just given us a recap of those matches and what options to actually play them in case we're trying out those games. We'll be trying our luck on this when the World Cup qualifiers do come. and sometimes we do our best and they work out, sometimes they don't. So those are some of the things. Then looking at the right hand side of this journal now, we have the expert trial column. Below that is the high score quiz, and below the high score quiz we have the easy column. And these three columns are the major ones we usually use on this platform. Now there's something that happened in our high score quiz. We have unit number in box 1, 2, and 3. If you add them together now, that gives you 16. So when the answer becomes 16, I think we'll be getting back to us to make us know what that entails. Usually when you have unit numbers in boxes 1, 2, 3, if you add them together, then whatever answer you get, there's something attached to it. So making us know in that in due course, as it were. So I think that's the much we can actually touch on our special advanced fixture. We have some repetition which takes place on this journal. We have something worthy of note, family of 1 in the game 2 of our expert trial. That is something worthy of note actually. And that game is being transferred to the box 6 of our high score quiz. I think maybe bring that up in our subsequent video. When those kind of transfer happens, something and it's about to come up right there. We have number 22 now in our box 7 has been repeated to the game 4 of our easy column. That's a return took place last week. I think the week before last, if I remember correctly. So we may be looking at all of this in our subsequent video and make us know what it entails. That brings us to now looking at our first Ninja sequence now, which is talking about the pair of number 4 pairing number 5. I think we've really talked much on this particular video, touching on various areas. And one other thing I want to make us know is some things to be really wary of when you're doing your forecasting. Some persons to really be skeptical if they give you games. Those are the kind of people I will be talking about now. I'm not trying to condemn anybody, but those persons who do interchange using the fixture, be very careful each time they give you game or they kill game for you. If you go look up our video for 2 weeks ago now where I gave number 24, somebody was trying to ask us to be careful about that match, though it ended up in a 4-4 score draw, and he was using interchange to actually warn us. And one thing about interchange is this: anybody can come up with anything, any theory, and there's always interchange every week. That's the truth about fixture. When you're looking using interchanges, it comes up anywhere and can go either way as well. So that's why I don't respect interchange that much. So those are some of the persons you have to be wary when it comes to forecasting. So let's say our first reference now, our first sequence now, which is number 4 pairing number 5. We'll be using our first reference week now, which is that of week 10, 2020, and it's an every week 10 sequence. What is the sequence talking about? Every week 10, you go look for Team Colchester, either home or away. We have it on number 31 away now for week 10, 2020. So the game on top is now 30, and the game on which Colchester is landed is number 31. So whenever you find Colchester in week 10, its game up and itself forms a pair. So for this week now, we had 30 pair 31, and number 31 picked the draw. So the next time this did come on board for week 10, 2021 now, I think Colchester was not on coupon. I think the next time was week 10, 2022. So for week 10 now, 2022, we had Colchester at number 33 away. That means 32 paired number 33, and we marked number 33 for a draw for that week. The next week 10 we have to look at now is week 10, 2023. A careful look of our fixture for week 10, 2023 now. We have Colchester at home on number 20, that means 19 paired 20, and we did actually mark number 19 as a draw for that week. So this is how the sequence will be playing out every week 10. You look for Colchester and its game up to give you at least a draw. The next week 10 now we have to find out now is that of this week 10, 2024. Before I go any further, I want to implore us to click on the like button in case you like this type of video. That helps to push the video out there for others to see, and as well, you can help us push it manually to other social media platform via your handle, so that more persons can get to see us, and they too can benefit all the free things which you do here on the platform. Talking about free things, you get it subscribed, it's free. In case you're not subscribed yet or you've seen our video for the very first time, click on the subscribe button which is below the video you're watching, so that you can see more of this type of content and we'll bring them your way. And if you click on that bell, you get notified immediately we post a brand new video. You'll be among the first to see our video. While if you click on that join button, you become a channel member for a token amount, so you can enjoy more classical videos and other benefits from us, and also from YouTube as it were. And you can also support this channel by using the super tags, super chat, and super sticker as well to promote more of our videos that will be coming up. We also have paid platform on WhatsApp, which is the VIP and the OnlyFans, and as well the NAP market all those are on WhatsApp. While here on YouTube, we have videos like this, which we expect you to key into and benefit more from us as well. Thank you very much to those who are actually members on this platform, those who are subscribed to the platform. We really do appreciate all of that. You guys keep us going. Now let's see the next reference week now, which is that of week 10, 2024. So coming to that of this week 10 now 2024, which is this current blue coupon week that we are in, we have Colchester on number 5 home. Yeah. Therefore, we take the game on top, which is Chesterfield versus Grimsby on number 4, to pair with Colchester versus Bromley on number 5. That's how we arrive at the conclusion that number 4 is pairing number 5 for this week 10, 2024, which we expect to at least give us a draw. So for those who utilize pair, you can see a bet on these games and get a 50% return on your investment if one of these games pull through as a draw. And if both pulls through, that's a 100% return on your investment. So that brings us to looking at our right-hand football fixture for this week 10 now, 2024. On the right-hand side of the fixture, we have the first column, which is the Compala X selection column. And if you look at the game 1 and 2 now, I tipped something there, and that's talking about number 11 and 49. And why did I tip it? You have, if you count the alphabet that makes up this particular team, we have 7 on Nosco, while 7 also on Moldova. So that's having the same number of alphabet. That tells us that something is amiss in that particular spot. So that's why I'm tipping 11 and 49 as possible, something to look into. At the bottom right hand side of our right hand football fixture, we have the 14 box. Below that is the super pair where we have 10 and 11. And number 10 we know is the weak number, so the weak number to appear at this spot, there's a focus for that. And that same game is being repeated to the game 7 of our Compiler's X Verdict column. And below the Compiler X Verdict column, we have the Compiler's Final 4 column with numbers 26, 23, 28, and numbers 21. While the date of play for the matches of this weekend are the 7th and 8th of September 2024. So that's the much you can actually take from the right on football fixture front page. Now we'll be moving to the back page before we head to our next sequence, which is also from our right on football fixture. That's talking about number 25 pairing number 47. Now let me quickly give an advice to some of us who are into the pools betting or online betting as it were, and we don't network, we don't link up. You are not doing yourself any good service by not linking up. You have to network with others, because they say 2 good heads are better than 1. Now I'll give you an example of our public WhatsApp group. A lot of things are happening in that group now. So many persons coming up with good games to give to us with proof most times, sometimes without proof, but sometimes even without proof, the games do deliver, you understand? So this is how you actually need to network to benefit yourself at the long run. Somebody came up with another good idea, and that is ongoing currently, of rolling over very small odd, investing maybe beginning with like 3K and rolling it over time, and before you know it, like he projected, by December we should be talking of rolling into the millions of whatever currency you are utilizing. So these are some of the things you benefit from networking with persons, from being in groups. Some persons just want to do their bets on their own. No, you need to network, you need to link up, and that's why we're doing videos like this, to also enlighten us, to make you benefit as well. So if you need a group to belong to, we have the free WhatsApp group, we have the paid platform. You can benefit from all of this in no small measure at the end of the day, and you'll come back to tell us thank you. And also you can help us choose a particular video you want to make us do as the extra corner video for this week, which is the third and probably the concluding video. And we give out 5 options, which number 1 is, if you want us to do the 1 banker draw video, number 2 the pair video, 3 the nap video, option number 4 is the winning line video. The 5th option, which is the last but not the least, if you want us to do the 5 dead games video, you can choose that. Put it in the comment section and make us know your choice, and we'll collect your suggestion. Make a particular video which you call the extra corner video, and that concludes the week, hopefully. So these are some of the ways you can actually benefit, and I'll be rolling in things as time goes on, so that more persons can actually key into the paid and unpaid services that we render, that they can benefit from. So help to push this video out there to make other persons see it, that they too can benefit. So looking at the back page of our right on football fixture for this week now, we have the overseas pools compiler draw statistics column with alphabet A to P, and below the alphabet we have trials in those areas. while the key column is number 22. And remember, I always advise us on that particular number in that space to be careful or wary of it. Except you have something projecting it very concrete before you utilize it. While we have 4 and 28 in our expert final pair column. And I did not mark, we've not marked the late news for last week, so I really did not know how many games put through there as draw. I think I see number 11 as a draw. That one drew last week. I think it's only number 11. Okay. So not too much from the late news of our right on football fixture. And also remember, for that extra corner video, we usually show us the temple of draw these days, so you too can benefit from there. Numbers 15 and I think 38 last week, or whether 25 and 38, they warned us not to utilize those games, and that was exactly what happened. So these are some of the benefits you stand to gain if you watch our extra corner video. So that brings us to now looking at our concluding sequence, which is 25 pairing number 47. But I will implore us to pay attention to this sequence because it is kind of tricky, and if you don't pay attention, you may not understand it. We're starting off with our first reference week, which is week 2, 2022, and the column to pay attention to is the compiler X verdict game 1 and 2, where we have for that week now number 40 and 49. Now, why I say this sequence is tricky, we have to pay attention to it. Now, it drew for week 2, 2022, and on an 88-week basis, that's when I pay attention to this particular spot. Therefore, I now found out that paying attention to it on an 88 weeks basis, fine and good. But something will have to happen for 3 consecutive 8 weeks. Therefore, on the 4th 8th week, which is now week 32, something will occur there. And what am I talking about? So it drew for week 2 now, 2022. Week 10, 2022, there was no draw to be marked there. That's 8 weeks later. Another 8 weeks again now, which is week 18, 2022, there was no draw to be marked between both digits. And also week 26, 2023, no draw came out. So 8 weeks now, it failed. That's 24 weeks in total. Therefore, the 32 week after it failed 3 times, you must mark a draw there. So if we go look up now week 34, 2023, we're expecting a draw in that space. So now for that week now, we have on game 1 number 28, while number 47 was in game 2, and number 47 was marked as a draw. So that's why I say we should pay attention to this sequence because it's not too straightforward, very corny, tricky, but if you pay attention, you will understand it. Now, for week 42, 2023, there was no draw to be marked there. That's 8 weeks. And now 8 weeks later, which is week 50, 2023, both games failed. Week 6, 2023, there were 2 dead games. Now, 24 weeks have elapsed. Then, in 32 weeks' time, you will have to mark a draw there. So that we can see for week 14 now, 2023. But if you don't understand anything, make us know via the comment section. So for that week now, we have number 9 in game 1 of our compiler X verdict column, while number 38 is in game 2. I will mark the game 1, which is number 9, as the draw for week 14, 2023. Now it has picked a draw again. So therefore, it drew for other times. Then the other time, after now, what happened was in week 30, 2024. I will bring that up shortly. That was when that particular position gave us a draw for the last time. So let's get down to that now. Here we are for week 30, 2024. Our game 1 was number 4 and that picked a draw, while game 2, which was number 46, did not pick a draw. Hence the pair delivered in week 30, 2024. 8 weeks later, which was week 38, 2024, there was no draw to be marked. Another 8 weeks later again, which was 16 weeks now, week 46, 2024, no draw there. And 24 weeks later, which is week 2, 2024, no draw to be marked in that spot. Now, after failing 24 weeks, therefore, in the 32 weeks time, which is week 10, 2024, we are expecting a draw there. That's how we come to the conclusion that yes, for this week now, we should mark a draw between whatever number we find or team we find in that space. So let's see that of this week 10 now, 2024. So here we are for the week now. Before I go any further, I want to advise us as well. These 2 pairs are good to go. And I've taught us on this particular platform before how we can use 2 pairs to form 4 tickets for which at least we expect one to pull through. And when that happens, we'll be able to make a nice return on our investment. If you stake like 1K, for example, you're staking 4K, and at the end of the day, you make 10K. So you get an extra profit of 6K. So I've taught us on this platform, and you can do that for this particular week now. Why am I bringing this up? Today's Monday. You can go stake on this game today, Monday. Keep the ticket aside and forget about it, so that you don't get confused within the week and not stake on the game, and at the end of the day you regret it. Because I think these two pairs are good to go. We brought to this pair of Colchester here before on this platform. It actually delivered, and we're expecting to do same this week. And now we have another very viable pair that I'm bringing to us, which is 25 and 47. And I expect us to utilize these pairs so we can make money. Come Monday, we'll have things to actually talk about. So looking at the game 1 of our compiler X verdict column, we have number 25, while game 2 is number 47. So between 25 and 47 now, we're expecting a draw come weekend. So this is actually how the sequence plays out, and this is the size of the package. And I do sincerely hope we'll be able to win this week, because last week's video were not really in our favor, but this time around we expect things to be in our favor. That's why I'm advising us to utilize these two pairs now and stick on them, and at the end of the day we shall have things to actually jubilate about. On number 4 we have Chesterfield versus Grimsby. Number 5 is Colchester versus Bromley. That is from our English League 2, both of them. While number 25 is from our Spanish League 2. That's Cordoba versus Malaga. Cordoba hosting Malaga from our Spanish League 2. While number 47 from our World Cup qualifiers is between Sweden and Estonia. Sweden versus Estonia. And I did mention while doing a recap of the World Cup qualifiers that Sweden was going to beat Estonia. But I'm having a rethink now because it's among the pair. You know, sometimes the one you least expect with the big odd will end up being the draw. So Sweden might at the end of the day take the draw. So pardon me if I did mention that before, but treat the pair as a pair, which is 25 pairing 47. And at the end of the day, we'll pray that one push through and we'll be in profit. So this is actually the size of our package. We expect you to click on the like button, get subscribed to this platform just in case you're not subscribed yet, or you have seen our video for the very first time, and also help to share this video so that more persons can get to benefit from the things we do here on the platform. And all of this is free. You getting subscribed is free, so do that right now while you watch more of our videos which comes your way. And you can also use our paid platform to enhance your winning ability, while we expect you to place your comment in the comment section to choose a choice of the video you want to make us do as the extra corner video, or tell us anything you have in mind. Or if you have a sequence to make us know, we can make it public. Go ahead and put it in the comment section. Thank you very much for viewing the video from the beginning to this time. We expect to see you in our next video.